Hey guys, welcome back to Sky Talks Trading. My name is Sky and I am on a quest to invest. Today's video is all about NNDM, Nano Dimensions Ltd. I'm going to give a quick little synopsis of what Nano Dimensions is all about, and then I'm going to go on to talk about some news and some bits and bobs. Nano Dimensions Ltd. is engaged in research and development of a three-dimensional printer that prints electronic circuit boards, also known as printed circuit boards, and ink materials and products based on nanotechnology. Its products consists of two main product lines. You've got the Dragonfly 2020 3D printer and proprietary ink products. Dragonfly 2020 uses proprietary ink and integrated software to quickly create fully functioning PCB prototypes. It generates maximum revenue from the USA, followed then by the Asia Pacific and Europe and Israel. It serves the commercial, research, and printing services industries. So NNDM has published a very important paper called How 3D Integrated Electronics Can Take Us Beyond Moore's Law. So if you're not familiar with what Moore's Law is, in super duper simple terms, Moore's Law is the observation that the number of transistors in a dense integrated circuit doubles about every 2 years. So it's an observation and projection of a historical trend. So it's not really like a law of physics. Yeah, bad news, it's coming to an end. Moore's Law is coming to an end, according to many science and technology commentators. Among them is the celebrity theoretical physicist Michio Kaku, and he predicted in 2012, he said, in about 10 years or so, we will see the collapse of Moore's Law. And while, it hasn't completely collapsed yet, electronic engineers have needed to innovate continually to ensure that computers are able to regularly expand their capacity, speed, and performance. And they've done this largely by doubling the number of components in an integrated chip every 2 years, which was Gordon Moore's primary observation way back in 1975. I don't want to say way back in 1975 in case you were born in 1975 and that makes you feel really old. Not way back, just back. It's not that long ago. Basically, this paper, it lays out all of NNDM's thinking on how AME can continue the increase in processing capabilities as Moore's Law will likely come to an end in the next decade due to physical limitations. And the paper is available on the website. You just got to enter in your name and your email address and you register and you get the PDF. And I would highly recommend it for any serious investor. It's not super long, so that's good. You can have a little cup of tea, a little biscuit, and read it. And you'll probably be done reading it by the time you finish your little cup of tea and your little biscuit. On this channel, we like to put the fun in fundamentals. So Nano Dimensions, they announced their first quarter 2021 conference call. So it will release its financial results for the first quarter of 2021 before the NASDAQ market opens on Thursday, 20th, 2021. Last month, Nano Dimensions had some pretty big acquisitions. They acquired Micro Mechanics 3D printing leader Nano Fabrica, and also they acquired DeepCube. DeepCube's training platform and real-time inference engine will be integrated into Nano Dimensions AME 3D printers, acting as smart nodes in a smart fabrication network, as well as being the AI control center for these networks. With DeepCube's expertise in machine learning/deep learning, the vision of Industry 4.0, where basically machines cooperate, learn, optimize, and deliver printed electronics is now achievable. Hopefully they won't murder us, you know what I mean? More good news is that ARK Investment Management reported 54.50% increase in ownership of NNDM. They filed a 13F HR form disclosing ownership of 12,976,241 shares. Just a little bag of shares. And not to mention that they previously filed a 13F HR disclosing 8,390,000 shares. I mean, there's a lot of institutional holders. There's 157. Just today, Renaissance Technologies bought 6,600,000 shares. I'm rounding that off. NNDM is definitely a long-term play for sure. I would recommend, oh, by the way, I always forget to say this, but I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only. So for entertainment purposes, I would recommend to hold and accumulate more, by buying the dips at times like this when the price is low. It's an amazing opportunity. But yeah, if we just dive a little deeper into fundamentals, the global printed circuit board market is expected to register a CAGR of 4.12% during the forecast period. So that's between 2020 and 2025. It was valued at 58.91 billion USD in 2019, and it's projected to be worth 75.72 billion USD by 2025. There's no doubt about it that the market experienced rapid growth in the last few years, primarily owing to the continuous development of consumer electronics devices and increasing demand for PCB in all electronics and electrical equipment. And then you also have the adoption of PCBs in connected vehicles, and this has also accelerated the market greatly. These are vehicles that are fully equipped with both wired and wireless technologies, which make it possible for the vehicles to connect to computing devices like smartphones. So yeah, but with this technology, you're able to unlock your vehicle, start climate control systems remotely, check your electric car's battery status, and track your cars using smartphones and play music. As well as that, the demand for electronic devices such as smartphones, smartwatches has obviously boosted the market's growth. And 3D printing has proved integral to one of the big PCB innovations lately. 3D printed electronics, or 3D PEs, are expected to revolutionize the way electrical systems are designed in the future. These systems create 3D circuits by printing a substrate item layer by layer, then adding a liquid ink on top of it that contains electronic functionalities. Surface mount technologies can then be added to create the final system. 3D PE can potentially provide immense technical and manufacturing benefits for both circuit manufacturing companies and their clients, especially compared to traditional 2D PCBs. Basically, what it all comes down to is that these 3D printing and Dragonfly machines should be in very high demand soon. Just today, Nano Dimension announced sale of Dragonfly to a leading university in Quebec, Canada. So yeah, obviously the price hasn't been great lately, but all growth tech stocks have been severely overinflated for the past year. And this was largely due to the low interest rates and the printing of money over the past several months. As the money printer was shut off, the bond yield increased and interest rates climb with inflation. It's a given that along with people rotating out of growth stocks and into value stocks, the price would naturally correct. I talked about this in my last video. It's just a natural correction across the board. It's also logical to see the short interest rise due to the shorts capitalizing on this pullback and making some money on the way down. So this isn't a short squeeze. It isn't a meme stock. It's definitely a long-term investment. So that is all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know down below your comments and your opinions and your thoughts and your inner deep thoughts on Nano Dimensions. I'll talk to you next time.